Do you feel like this course has made you a different type of doctor? Like you're talking about confidence. Do you just feel like you enjoy going to work now? You know, it's something that you have control of, because I think a lot of dentists feel like they don't have that control with certain things like staff management, talking to patients, leading their office, keeping staff accountable with things. Do you feel like those are changed in yourself?
Oh, absolutely. They have changed so much. A few years ago, I guess about 6 years ago, 7 years ago, we made the decision when the recession hit to take on some PPOs. And I can say with 100% certainty that that was the worst decision that I ever made. And we saw our production go up and our collections go down because of the write-offs. And we really struggled for a while, to the point where I wasn't even sure if I should just, pack it in and go get a job somewhere. And now we've gotten rid of the bad plans. We're still participating with a couple that won't send the check to the patient. So, or I should say, won't send the check to us. They'll send it to the patient. So that was one of the things you talked about barriers in, I think, week 31, that when the patient is forced to pay you and then get reimbursed, that's a really big barrier. So we don't want to put up that barrier for those patients. So we've kept on those couple of plans, but we are now somewhere around 15% higher collections than we were last year. And I love coming to work every day. And I have so much more energy in my office now because of that. And now our team is just running like a well-oiled machine, and I get compliments. We just had a patient that we sent a review request for, and she said, "You guys are fantastic from the front to the back. Everybody here is wonderful." And we just see everybody working as a team. And we have meetings every Thursday, and for about an hour. And our meetings in the last few months have been so productive because everybody's on the same page and everybody's driving for the same thing, which is an excellent office.
Awesome.
The change since the course has been amazing.
Yeah, I can hear it in your voice when you talk, and we talk as a group with all the Mavericks every once in a while, and I can see you and other people are very excited about the changes they're doing.
Yep.
So, it's like a positive feedback cycle. You feel happy about your success, and then you gain more confidence, and it just feeds off each other.
Absolutely. When you have that confidence and you're excited about what's going on, then that comes off to the patients, and then things start to roll even more. It comes off to your staff. I used to read on Dental Town, and I didn't realize how true it was until the last couple months. But when people say, when I stopped caring whether people accepted treatment or not, suddenly everybody's accepting treatment. And it's not so much that I don't care, it's just that confidence that's there when you're not worried that, oh, is this patient going to accept treatment because I need to pay my bills? Is this patient going to understand what I'm saying? When you don't have those worries and those fears in your mind, everything just rolls and people just say yes. And it's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, my best friend, I was telling you about this, but my best friend commented to me last week. He said, there's been a real change in you in the last few months. He said, I would always ask you how things were going at the office and how you were doing. You'd be like, oh, I'm stressed about this, stressed about that. This isn't going right, blah, blah, blah. And he said, now, the last few months, every time I ask you how you're doing, you just say, I'm doing fantastic. What a day I had. What a week I had. And it's just such a big change.
Well, that's awesome because, I think one of the side benefits of this course is that, I think a lot of us dentists, we just feel like we don't have control over this. And for the first time for many of the Mavericks, they're gaining control of something that they've wanted for so long. And it feels good. And it's positive feedback, but I think as a side benefit, you feel so good that you take it home with you. Your home life is better too.
Yep.